I'll be honest, 3 months ago, I didn't recognize my own life. Not in a dramatic way like losing everything, no, it was quieter than that. I just woke up one day and realized I was busy but broke, tired but going nowhere, working hard but always behind on bills, kufumbiwa nyumba kwa sababu ya rent and all that. That's the kind of silent suffering that most people never talk about. You're not starving, but you're not living either. And it hit me hard one afternoon when I checked my M-Pesa balance and found 147 Kenya shillings. Not because I was careless, but because I had done everything right. I was saving in a chama. I had a side hustle. I even avoided big loans. But still, 147 Kenya shillings. That's when something inside me said, if I don't change how I think, no amount of hustle will save me. Welcome to Danson on Wealth and Mindset here at KeCrunch, where future millionaires come to sharpen their tools, upgrade their thinking, and build lasting freedom. Let me pause here and say, this video isn't about some magic hack. It's about one uncomfortable truth that most of us avoid. It's not the job, the economy, or even the government keeping us stuck. It's our systems. I had bad money systems. I was reacting, not planning. And every time I got paid, the money was gone before I could breathe. So I started doing something different. I tracked every single shilling for 30 days, not to judge myself, but to understand my patterns. And what I saw was shocking. I was bleeding money through impulse buys, random subscriptions, and unnecessary sacrifices for other people's emergencies. Now, here's where it gets interesting. When I finally saw the numbers clearly, I didn't feel guilt, I felt power, because for the first time, I had clarity. I could adjust. And so I built a simple rule: 50% bills, 30% growth, 20% peace. That meant cutting down expenses, yes, but also reinvesting in myself. I joined a Sacco, bought a course, and guess what? Within 90 days, I had saved over 45,000 Kenya shillings, cleared my fuliza, and finally had breathing room. Not because I earned more, but because I learned better. The other thing I learned was this: credit is not the enemy. Bad timing is. I used to fear loans like a curse, but the truth is, accessing smart credit can be a wealth builder if you already have systems. I borrowed 20,000 Kenya shillings from my Sacco, invested part of it in a simple printing gig near a college, and used the rest to buy a second-hand phone that I later flipped for profit. Small moves, but strategic. In 90 days, I didn't just make money. I built momentum, and that momentum gave me belief. That's what changed my life. Let me tell you one more shift that changed everything. I stopped waiting for motivation. Motivation is a liar. What actually works is routine. I created a 6 a.m. routine that involves silence, scripture, and strategy. 10 minutes of prayer, 10 minutes of journaling my goals, 10 minutes of reviewing my budget. That was my reset button. And when you reset your mind daily, you stop being reactive. You start moving with purpose, and once that happens, life starts to respect you. This is what most people get wrong. They think the answer is more money. But your first million doesn't start with capital, it starts with clarity. That's what the last 90 days taught me, and now I'm walking different, talking different, choosing different, because the moment you believe you're building something bigger than bills, you start showing up like a builder, not a beggar. So here's my challenge to you. What's one small habit you can commit to for 90 days? Is it tracking your spending, calling your Sacco rep, reading for 15 minutes a day? Whatever it is, your life can transform not in 1 year, but in 90 focused days, just like mine did. Subscribe, share this with someone who needs it, and let's build smarter together.